good evening and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. I'm Thingamajig and we are here Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. It's live racing for you, and we are with the world racing community as we do on a Friday. That is how we do, son. That's how we get down on our Friday evenings with the world racing community. And we are virtually at the end, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to the climatic finale next week. So this is the penultimate round of the European Touring Cars Cup with the Group 2 cars, ladies and gentlemen. It's been dynamic, it's been fun, it's been fast, it's been furious. It's been fantastic. But we've still got 2 rounds to go, ladies and gentlemen. And the championship is still in the balance, but I think that means Bob has to be here, and it doesn't look like he can make it this week. So it looks like this week A. Cole could wrap this season up a round early, and he has threatened, if he does so, he may take out the pig, the Audi DTM. That's his threat, ladies and gentlemen. We will see. We will see. So let us, without no longer delay, talk about what the European Touring Cars Cup is. It's the balance performance is on. Brake balance tuning will be allowed. The tyres are at ×3. All compounds available. 2 compounds must be used. Fuel at ×2. Refuel rate will be at ×7. The car class is Group 2, and the grid starts with false start checks. It's we're in the midst, or we're coming to the end of a 1-hour practice session. Then we'll have a 10-minute qualifying session, followed by a 30-minute race with 1 mandatory stop, and a 60-minute race with full reverse grid mandatory stop. That's everything. There's 2 classes running, but we've kind of, you know, with the numbers, it's not really poignant or you know, there's probably, I don't even know who's out there. Cool's Group 1, Tommy Roo is Group 1, Chunky Ribena is Group 1, the Faceless Boy is Group 2, Steel Horses has not been decided. Oh no, his livery hasn't. Well, he has, because he's got WRC on the back. Well, he's not done a livery. Did he have one last week? And Cool's Group 1. So we've got 1 Group 2. Oh, 3, because MJ's just popped in. MJ. So we have ourselves a Lexus, a DT, an Audi. Oh, and the Faceless Boy goes fastest in his Honda. So yes, we're gonna have, this is Dragon's Trail Gardens as well, ladies and gentlemen, for your perusal. I actually can read what it says about it, eh? That's not too bad. So round 7, Dragon's Trail Gardens. We return to Dragon's Trail International Raceway, this time at the Gardens layout, where the stunning landscape meets the challenging technical layout. The circuit's narrow, winding sections test even the most skilled drivers, with sharp corners and quick direction changes that demand precise car control. The mix of high-speed sections and tight corners requires a balance of bravery and caution, especially in the tricky chicanes and hairpins. As one of the most demanding tracks in the region, this layout offers little room for error, making it a true test of skill and strategy. Expect high-speed battles and thrilling moments as we race through the heart of Croatia once again. Right, I mean, there is a championship table. I mean, you know, there are points here for grabs with the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Look, at the end of the day, it's sunny in the UK. We're having a pre-summer. We're having a pre-summer at the moment, so that doesn't help. Forza's been released, I think, by now, surely. All that hype, it seems to have gone away, so it either sucked or everyone's just far too busy playing it and don't talk about it much anymore. And yeah, so there's numerous things, and there's a lot of hate for GT7 at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. I don't. They keep giving us trash cars. I understand that, but there is still diamonds in the rough with this game. We can still find beautiful racing, and that's all. That's all I need. That is all I want in my life. Beautiful simulated racing, ladies and gentlemen. I like the real stuff as well, but this one's easier to get to. It's right there. Almost every day of the week. Right then, the table. Cull is sitting at the top in the Nissan with 164 points. Then we have Bob in second on 138 points, and Deviant in third, also on 138 points. Can't see Deviant in the lineup this evening. So then we have Tommy Roo in fourth in the Lexus on 122 points. So Tommy Roo could propel himself up into third place, maybe even second if he gets a good result here. Chunky in fifth on 104 points, and OSX in the drop zone on 92 points. He's close to Chunky though. He could put Chunky in the drop zone, and Autosport in his Lexus is on 81 points. He needs a really good result. Also can't see him in the lineup. Oh my. Faceless Boy is at the top of the GT2 rankings. He's on 153 points, being chased by Fusion on 142 points. He's driving a Lexus, man alive. I wish I knew who that Fusion was. Garuda was in third on 116 points. MJ is fourth on 90 points. Then we have Adnap fifth on 92 points. Reckless is sixth on 86 points. No, he's on 33. Adnap's on 86. MJ's on 90, sorry. And Nitro is on 1 point. I don't know Nitro either. Their names are different from their nicknames, so it's difficult to keep a track of things. Right. Am I missing something? Are we qualifying? Did I miss the start of quali? Possibly. I was looking at my phone throughout all of that. It does look like they've had a new one, was it? No, Tommy Roo's been going around for hours. Look at him. Lap 8, he's nearly done a race run already. Tyres looking good though, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like it's going to be a soft mediums weekend. I do like this track. Shall we get on board? I must say, I really like this. Dragon's Trail always seems to get a lot of hate. And I understand the seaside one because of the chicane of death. But this one, I think it's great. I think it's a great fun track. It's just, especially that bit when it's just turn after turn after turn. So 8 minutes we've had the call for qualifying. So we've got a while yet. We can just chillax, hang out, ask how everyone's week was. Was it a grueler? It's tough, isn't it, when it's sunny outside? We had some rain this week. Oh, what am I talking about the weather? This is not the Weather Channel. Jesus. It's just because I'm worried. I'm nervous for the summer that we might not get because we're having it now. And I wasn't prepared for it. My body wasn't summer ready, if you get what I mean. I've got to starve myself for 3 months ready. So I've still got carrying a bit of holiday chub for the last 10 years. So tomorrow is start workout day, promise you. Whey! Tommy Roo giving us a unique aspect of Dragon's Trail Gardens there. Fantastic stuff. But you can see how easy it is to drop it, ladies and gentlemen. Like the Snoop said, drop it like it's hot. And I think it was this track he had in mind when he wrote that. Oh, someone in the chat then, Adnap, saying, hello thingy. Why, hello Adnap. You can't still be ill, man. What's your excuse now for not being in the car? He's going to say he's lost a bloody leg or something, hasn't he? Champion of last season. Or season before. Last season, I think he had a terrible time in the Nissan. But champion of season before last. Sitting out, ladies and gentlemen. Sitting out of the action. Virtually retired. These pro sim racers, they burn out quick. They burn brightly, ladies and gentlemen. They do burn brightly, but my word, they're short careers. We see them come, we see them go. It's a flash in the pan. So here we go then. Adnap saying, last week I bruised my wrist and this week I have bruised my ankle. There you go. I'm having a wonderful month. Sounds great. Have you ever heard of Mr. Men? I'll start calling you Mr. Bump. So Chunky then, trying to master the Audi. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been widely agreed that that Audi is an absolute obese, good for nothing stepchild of a car. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, no one likes it. They've got to add some more DTM cars, haven't they, from the same championship that thing rode in, for it to have something to race, because it truly cannot race the Group 2 cars. The Lexus is a powerhouse, and the Nissan is such a machine around the whole, that it's got the whole thing, it's got the whole package, ladies and gentlemen. Adnap saying, I think you need to start wearing airbags. Yeah. Deploy. Oh no, what did I just press? Hang on. Can you still see the screen? Oh, see, I've got my menus all up. I pressed something on my keyboard that I didn't know it could do. Hey, there's buttons. There's more buttons than I thought. Can the Fs do anything yet? No. They used to do some on GT Sport. I can't remember what they did. But I used to be able to like get a swoosh up and stuff like that. I used to be able to, that was it. I used to be able to change angles to a close one and a wide one. You don't get that anymore. You just get 4. And if you use the controller, you get 1 sat on the seat. I get my replays still, so I'm not complaining too much on my numbers. But yeah, there used to be more buttons. You could get their name up, it'd go whoosh, and their name would come up. I don't think it actually had a sound effect. I think I used to make the sound effect when I pressed the button, because it felt like it should have had a sound effect. Called it my whoosh button. But yeah, no, I don't know why. For a more, I'm not going to do GT7 hate, but they didn't bring all the replay things over, which I always thought was very strange. Hard Gaming, it's a shame I couldn't make this one. The race is looking good with the weather. Now, yeah, I've heard talk that the weather's not looking too hot in the Croatia. I think Adnap is just exacting some revenge on some sim races that he used to race. Someone I used to race, you didn't have to cut me off. I only want to get in the corner first. So yeah, Adnap's someone I used to race. I think he's playing with the settings tonight. He's the host with the most, and maybe with the bruised ankle, he's not going to take part. So he's just going to be vengeful and evil with weather settings. Who knows, though? It's a mystery going into this race. No one knows what is to come. We'll see. We'll see what sort of mood Adnap's in, shan't we? Autosport in the house. He's got to get big points, ladies and gentlemen. He is fighting every inch. He's got to beat Chunky. He's got to beat them all, ladies and gentlemen. There is no, he cannot. He's got to win. He's got to win to try and save himself from relegation. Adnap Thor is having a visit in Croatia. Yes, that's the meme I saw. I saw a Thor hammer and said, "Watch out, Croatia." So, yes, I think Adnap is Thor, and he is exacting some revenge. Oh yeah, hot brew, ladies and gentlemen, is the answer to everything. It really is. So, Autosport, my man. And everything's getting more real with the D500, the code name is. It's got a code name and everything. All secretly veiled. D500. Jot it in your calendar. It's got a date. I think it's not next Saturday, it's Saturday after. And it's going to be, dudes, I mean, it's going to be your Saturday evenings. I think we're starting an hour earlier than we usually do, so the race is probably starting at 7 because of the length of time of the race on a Saturday evening. And I think, the race is scheduled. It could go on for about 3 hours, maybe longer, depending on safety cars. And it's looking fancy. I've seen some people's cars. It's looking good. It's looking interesting, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be a safety car in the pit lane and waiting There's going to be a on-site race control. So it does only leave us 13 runners, but it's fully signed. It's fully jacked up. All 13 slots have been taken. So, yeah, mark it in your diaries. Dear diary moment. Not next Saturday, not this Saturday, not the Saturday after. 3 Saturdays. 3 Saturdays' time. You think I'd work out the date? Yeah. That's the date. Write that in your calendar. Right, I'm pretty sure it's still this month. Let me work this out. Again, that one's for your calendar. Oh, are they actually qualifying now, or are they doing... No, they're not all ticked in. They're doing their debrief. They're debriefing each other, ladies and gentlemen. See, I am working that out as being... Yeah, 31st. I think it's the 31st of May, ladies and gentlemen. Mark it in your calendars. Let's see if I can find it. Because that's not enough information, is it? Just, I think. It might be. I'm guessing. It should be. No dates. Yes, 31st of May at 7 p.m. Qualifying will begin at 7 p.m. Lobby will be open at an hour beforehand, 6 p.m. So, yeah, I'll probably start early anyway. Oh, qualifying, hang on. Oh, no, it's all right, I'm not with you. So, look at this. Some shameless publicity there. But it's you know, I don't really know much American racing, oval racing. So I'm kind of I'm not one to try and simp for views or try and get people to join me live and stuff. But that one, it would be a hand if you could just drop in once, maybe twice, just to give me a pointer of where I'm going wrong, possibly. Because it's American racing, they only turn left, son. And you call them numbers, not the names. They've got to put big numbers on then, because I can't see numbers. I can't see Rue's number right now. They want me to call numbers. They better make those numbers blooming clear. Look at me moaning already. It was my idea, for heaven's sakes. What the hell? But yeah, it's one to look forward to. But forget that. Forget that, because we are now on the outlap, getting ready to set the grid for our 30-minute race around Dragon's Trail Gardens, one of my personal favourites. Carbon in the chat saying, hello thingy. Why, hello, good sir. I hope you are well. So, Tommy Rue then leading them around in the Lexus, and I'm telling you, the Lexus might be in with a shout here, but I mean, we've still got a Cull out there in a Nissan, and the Nissan I just think is just an all-rounder in the Group 2s. If you want to choose a car and there's a lot of corners, go with Nissan. If it's a lot of straight, go with Lexus. The Honda was handy, wasn't it? What was the last race? The Honda was pretty handy at the last race. Not for the Faces Boy, he had an absolute mental one, but Garuda was running good in the Honda last week. But I can't remember what track that was now. Man alive, I do a lot of streams. There's a lot of racetracks. They come, they thick, they're fast. And that's what she said. Tommy Rue in, well, he's not in the lead. He's just doing his lap. Let's watch it. Hey, what's the rush? What's the rush? Why am I itching to move around? So Tommy Rue at the moment putting his banker in, ladies and gentlemen. Just getting that one lap in under your belt. Doesn't have to be spectacular. Just means if you have an off or a penalty in the next lap, it's not, oh my god, yeah, Lago Maggiore. Sorry, Lago Maggiore. Yeah, because I raced there as well. Lippin loved it on Sunday evening. It was a joy. I got a podium, by the way. I know, you know, there's no way of knowing how I do in my races, but yeah, I got a podium. Whee! Thingamajig on the podium. I twerked. So Tommy Rue then going on his way around. I just think everyone else had a really bad race. That's how I ended up in third. But I take it when they come. That's what she said. So, the Rooster then has put a time on the board. It's showing red, but it looks like he's kept it. The Faces Boy going second fastest to 22.1, 1 second away from the Roo. Thunder next in his car. Well, not next, but he's just put a time in for third fastest. 400ths behind the Honda of Faceless Boy. Chunky has got the pig in 4th at the moment, nearly 2/10 shy of the Nissan of Thunder. Steel Horse has got the, what's that, Nissan? He's got it in 5th at the moment, 2.5 tenths, a little more from the Chunkmeister. Autosport, 7 tenths, nearly 8 tenths, let's say. We'll not argue about these things. In his Lexus. MJ, wow, very close and very wild over the corners there, ladies and gentlemen. He's really he's slinging Audi today. He's taking no prisoners. 200ths of a second he's got to find, and the Cull is teasing him with a little taster lap until he goes in for the kill. But at the moment it's the Rooster at the top of the pile with Faceless Boy in 2nd, but it's a huge gap between 1st and 2nd on the grid. Now we imagine that's going to close in now. Oh, the tyres are an issue for Faceless Boy. He's gone straight in for a fresh set. Did they barely get warmed up? I would have done another one, surely. Chunky goes across the line in the pig and goes 2nd fastest, ladies and gentlemen. Chunky's Audi is very much like a moped, fun to ride, but you don't want your friends seeing you do it. And Chunky then, that's why he doesn't stream anymore, ladies and gentlemen. The Audi DTM killed his streaming career. Come on, Chunky, I'm waiting for my podcast. God damn you. I want to see some reasonable sim racers go around Goodwood. So the Cull, 6 tenths in pole. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it when you're from the hood, ladies and gentlemen. And the Cull, he just done a drive-by. I've been listening to a lot of gangster rap this week. You'll have to excuse me. It's all going to be about the schnizzle and the nizzle. It's all about the Easy-E. So Chunky's going in to get his tyres, and Thunder also. Faceless Boy pitted last time round, so we'll watch this lap with great interest indeed. Oh, Autosport slams and puts Faceless Boy down into 6th place in the Honda, but this is Faceless Boy's answer to that, ladies and gentlemen. I tell thee what, we'll go on. We'll go on. See, they're trying to get these laps in early as well, because those clouds are grey and looming. Who's Nicha? He's Black Panther, wasn't he? I'm sure of it. So, a Faceless Boy then. Look, I missed this sector. Sorry, I was too taken by Nicha. So, Faceless Boy, we'll pick it up from here. I'm telling you, we'll come up to another sector. He's got a Lexus of Autosport in front of him, but that should not be an issue. Should not be, except for the distraction of the car being there, all up by a 10th. He only needs a 10th and a bit of small change to get ahead of Autosport. So, so far in the Honda, it's looking okay. And I do think, even if it starts raining now, with only 3 minutes left to qualifying, they probably could, but they'd probably not go faster, but I don't think they'd need another set of tyres. Oh, Nachar's left. Come on, son. And the Faceless Boy then, is this the one to get him back ahead of Autosport, as Autosport gets a fresh set of rubber, and he does, ladies and gentlemen, up to 5th, and now he's got to find another 2.5 tenths to usurp Thunder. Cool, meanwhile, more fastest laps along the way, 7 tenths now ahead of the Roo. And he's 4 tenths ahead of Chunks. Chunks finding, oh no, that's all right. Steel Horse got out of his way by jumping into the pits magically. He Harry Pottered it. So Chunky Ride being a 3rd fastest in the pig. I think it's an acronym, pig. I think it's like something like positively incredulously gruesome car. I don't know. You come up with a better acronym, pig. You can have 2 G's if you want. So Cole then leads Well, leads. He's in pole position. He's got a new fresh set of tyres. Shall we... I don't know. There's close battles. There's 4 tenths between Chunks and the Roo. Thunder, only 2.5 tenths. The Roo's gone faster, though. Not much, sir. He's only still 4.5 tenths ahead of the Chunks. Thunder's got to find 2.5 tenths. He's just behind the man he's trying to find him on. He's going to come across the line. He did just make a pit stop a couple of laps ago. This is his first flying lap on him, and it's good. It's good, but not good enough to get ahead of the Chunk. But he's pulled away, and MJ sets a new record for him. Where is he? In 7th at the moment. Good run from MJ. Only 1.5 tenths from Autosport, who's in a different league, remember, from MJ. And Steel Horse at the moment, still trying to find his Nissan. He has come into the series late, and these Group 2 cars are absolutely monsters to drive. Faceless Boy joined a couple of rounds ago. Thunder then in 4th. He's just done his fastest lap. Chunky's looking for a faster lap. We've got 30 seconds on the clock. Steel Horse has pulled into the pits. He knows he cannot go any faster now, even if he wanted to. Cole's pulled into the pits. He's obviously gone as fast as he wishes to go. The Rooster heading up towards the line. Doesn't go faster though. What about the Chunk? The Chunk in amidst his lap at the moment. He's half a second is a lot to find, ladies and gentlemen, for the Chunky at the moment. He's got to be more worried about Thunder. Hey, TSR Sai in the lobby. So Chunky then did not go faster with Thunder in 4th. The Faceless Boy in 5th. Autosport is finished in 6th. MJ gets 7th. No, he's got a line, but he's way off the time. So MJ finishing in 7th, with Steel Horse grabbing himself 8th. Oh no, sorry, Tommy Roo has still got a run. We've still got a run, and he's up by... Oh, come on, the Rooster is throwing the hen to the slot. Does he get a penalty out there? Is that safe? It's looking okay, but he would have lost time, wouldn't he, surely? He was 4 tenths up around his last sector, but we saw him going very wide. He hasn't picked up a penalty, so that must be the racing line. Shows what I know. It's looking neat and tidy. Oh, yeah, that's got to have lost it, hasn't it? Any chance went in that final corner. But what an effort, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute effort from Tommy Roo there. Pushing till the very, very end. And Adnap saying really close lap times here. Thunder saying had to fumble it. He had to fumble it, ladies and gentlemen. So the colour on pole. 7 tenths ahead of the Roo. The Roo 3 tenths ahead of Chunks. Chunks is about 3 tenths ahead of the Thunder, who's 3 tenths ahead of Faceless Boy, who's only a 100th ahead of Autosport, who's only a 10th and a half ahead of MJ, and Steel Horse only 4 tenths off of MJ. So yeah, like Adnap said, that is a nice spread, ladies and gentlemen. This could be an it's going to be an exciting race. It always is. It's guaranteed. It's in the name, World Racing Community. If you read the small print, it said good racing guaranteed. So yeah, it's going to be tight. It's going to be close. I am going to say this is going to be a hum-ba-da-dinga. Let's have it. And Thunder saying had to fumble it, and Game In said tell Cole to get a job. He has got a job. It's testing. It's practicing sim racing. His job is to drive around driving a Nissan. How many miles has it got on it? 1,478, sir. Hey, it's the same as Roo's. Nah, they're all, unless he's got a test mule, they've all got similar miles. Ooh, Autosport's done a few, hasn't he? 3,003. Hope you've changed the oil on that, lad. MJ, 120. Oh, yeah, he bought a new model, didn't he? And I reckon he thought the chassis was bent on his last one, so he bought a new one. But yes, Cool's at mileage isn't ridiculous. It doesn't seem like he's all day on it. So the Cool then at the top of the pile, It's only 7/10 though. One slight off, and the Roo is going to gobble him up. He's in second. Chunky in third. Chunky looking for that elusive win this season. The car's just not had it that he's got underneath him. Thunder in fourth. The Nissan, he'll be looking at those two cars ahead of him and thinking, I should be ahead of them. The Faceless Boy in fifth. Autosport in sixth. MJ starts seventh, with the Steel Horse starting in eighth. Yeehaw, cowboy. So that's the results. Oh, 2016. What we got? We got 2 minutes. Cool. Someone in chat said, get a job. Right. We've had a lot of visitors this evening, haven't we? People popping into the lobby and popping out. How nice. Oh, big stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long week, you know. You may not believe it, but it has. Look at me in my little roadster touring car. I spent all my money. I had 7 million bloody credits, ladies and gentlemen. And then I went into the Legends bit of the game, and I saw this beautiful Ford 1967 Mark IV. And it was a must buy, but it was like 6,700,000 credits. Rip off. I haven't even driven it yet, in all fairness. But yeah, I dropped all my credits on one car that I haven't driven. So yeah, I've been doing the Spa 600, obviously, because my Roadster's 599.66. Shocking down the straights, but brilliant in the corners. Didn't win. I didn't win though. It wasn't worth the grind. I only got like fourth in the couple of races I did it in. I'm gonna have to take something more powerful to make that money. I know everyone's like, oh, you got to do Le Mans. I hate Le Mans. I'm not gonna sit there and grind Le Mans when I can't even stand the track. So sorry. I know it's sacrilegious to people out there to not like Le Mans, but it's not my track. I like corners. I like lots of corners. The more corners, the better. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go for a race here at Dragons Trail. And it's a great start for the call. Absolutely stunning. And the Chunk is coming up to dominate Roo. He's done it. He's done it, ladies and gentlemen. The Rooster down in third. No, he's got the ins. No, it's Thunder now he's fighting. And Thunder's up. It's a terrible start for Tommy Roo, but he's trying to insert his dominance now for that third place as the Chunk chases after Cull. Now, we haven't looked at the tyres. Cull started on the mediums, and so has the Chunk. Tommy Roo also on the mediums, and Thunder on the mediums. They've all gone medium, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. MJ's gone softs. Maybe he knows the weather's going to turn. He doesn't need the mediums. So the Cull at the moment off to a flying start. The Chunk is right there with him, half a second, and he's shadowing him, ladies and gentlemen. The Roo losing a position, nearly two. Thunder was right on his case, and Autosport behind Thunder, but Autosport has his hands full with the Faceless Boy. The Faceless Boy looking for a way by. Any which way he can, ladies and gentlemen. MJ sitting in the second pig in the race, and holding on to the ground as he chases the Honda. Ooh, he's got some speed on the Honda down the straights. He's having a look around the outside, and Faceless Boy having to defend the position. And he does well. Well done. Some of the Faceless Boy there. And MJ then, now down the other straight, he deploys that DRS, ladies and gents, and just hauls ass as he gets down the straight. But the Honda has more than enough in its tank to cope with that mighty powerhouse, and needed a bit of more downforce there. Maybe he had his DRS still deployed and pulled a Doohan. Don't leave, MJ. He leaves sometimes. He's going to leave, isn't he? So the Cull then in first place, with the Chunks now slipping back. The power of the Nissan as the Rooster closes in on Chunky Ribena. The Thunder in fourth place and holding ground against Tommy Roo. Autosport as well, making Thunder's life difficult with Faceless Boy in sixth. Steel Horse is in seventh. We haven't lost anyone, have we? Did we have 8? I thought we had 9. Thought someone had gone already. Feels like someone's gone. And MJ then, with a bit of damage, probably going to have to pit. So Cool leads 2.3 seconds now from the Chunks, and the Chunks is being caught by the Lexus, which is an absolute animal down the straights, and Tommy Roo having a sniff and a little bit of intentions there against Chunky Ribena. Chunky Ribena, he's going to have to get his elbows out, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like he's going to have to defend this spot because the Lexus is on fire. And if these two hold each other up, it'll be lovely for the Thunder. He would love that. OSX would happily close into these two if they want to lose time by racing each other. And oh, the sausage curve there, giving Chunky Ribena a lift. He grabbed air, and Tommy Roo in that third Thunder. Closing in, it's down to 8/10 now. Autosports slipping back in the Lexus. With the Faceless Boy 1 second behind him, and Steel Horse in with a shout as well as MJ changes to the hard tyre extreme, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, because he's got to use two different kinds. Maybe the softs are absolutely pointless here, so he's gone to the hard tyre. Oh, it's because he's pitted on lap 3 and has to go a full 27 minutes on one set of tyres. There's many things it could be, but the hard tyre usually seems to be a pointless tyre. 4 seconds, Cool's got it in 3 laps. That's I'm not even working out that average. It's more than a second a lap, though, he's pulling out on the rest of the field, ladies and gentlemen. And Cool is certainly trying to wrap this championship up here and now. Right here, right now. Chunky Ribena going for best of the rest against Akul, but the Roo is keeping him company, as so is Thunder. Another couple of tenths. Thunder closes in the Nissan. They're on tenterhooks here. The battle for the podium is the word of it is spreading wide and far. They are writing sonnets about the battle. Oh, Chunky now picking up a penalty. That's a new verse, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to hurt him a lot, because I think it's going to be easier keeping the Roo behind than trying to stay ahead of, trying to get by Tommy Roo. So Chunky now, he's trying to bolt as quick as he can in the pig, so he can pay that penalty without the Roo catching him up. We're here now. We're here now. Round this corner, he's got to pay the piper, and Roo is closing in nice and hard. So Chunky, oh, where is it? There it is. It's right at the beginning of the straight where you really need it to be. Kills the speed, and Tommy Roo then closing in. It should be easier than spreading butter to bread. And no, Chunky Ribena manages to stay ahead of the Lexus, ladies and gentlemen, and he survives to stay ahead another day, but he feels he's under pressure down this straight. Pulls over to cut the toe, and Tommy Roo absolutely pulverizing the lap times. Thunder dropping back again, a concern in the Nissan camp. He should be there with them. He should be on their tails. Ah, right, here we go. And Gaming Sen Deviant said, get a job. Oh, Deviant Cole said, get a job. Adnan saying he's not leaving. And Carr said, oh, we're doing a live championship as it stands around 10 minutes into the race. Okay, something to look forward to, ladies and gentlemen. But I think without Bob here and Deviant, it's over, isn't it? Cole's just he's gonna get enough points to win it. So the Cole, 6.5 seconds ahead of the Chunks. The Chunks holding ground ahead of the Roo. And these have got history, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think there's beef, because it's all fun and games. It's just a fun Friday evening racing, but my word, they've had contact this season. There's been a couple of times where they've come between each other, and I think Chunky feels it's cost him more in the longer run. So Thunder closing in. He needs the points as well, in the danger zone, remember, with Autosport. Steel Horse up to 6 now. Faceless Boy, what happened to thee? It must have been this lap. He's got no damage, but he's dropped back significantly from Steel Horse. And where he goes, crossing the line. Oof. Ouch. Yes. That's about 8 seconds slower than he should have been. And he's 7.5 behind Steel Horse, so that's great. It works out. MJ into the pits, and that's going to fill his heart with glee, seeing that he's just closed in on the Faceless Boy by a massive amount. He's already made his pit stop. He's put the hard tyres on. He is running to the end, but he's got to do some absolutely magnificent laps, ladies and gentlemen. And JC in the chat saying, is Bob not racing? In that case, I might not bother. Yeah, sorry, bud. The Bob is not here. It's all handed to the Cull. He's just crossing, he's ticking boxes today. The Chunks, though, still up for the fight, and the Roo is chasing him down. Now the tyre wear is similar between the two of them, but it does look like Roo's leaning on his tyres a little bit more than the Audi. Thunder closing in. No, he slipped back a bit. He got it down to about 8/10, but he slipped back slightly. Come on, OSX, you can do this. Again, Chunky pulling over to one side to try and break the toe on the Lexus. And Thunder following them through with Autosports. 4 seconds adrift from Thunder now in his Lexus. And he's going to have to start worrying about Steel Horse, who's doing some very impressive lap times. Steel Horse is the danger to Autosport at the moment. He's dropped a bit of time there, though. The Faceless Boys dropped back a second more. The last time we saw him, he was 7.5 seconds shy of Steel Horse, and he's dropped back a little bit more. And MJ, he's done his fastest lap so far. Well, he did pit pretty early, but he's just got a 25 out of those hard tyres, with the rest of the field doing 22s. Yeah, late 22s, early 23s. So a couple of seconds off the pace, but without another pit stop to make, he's about a pit stop behind, I think. Cool then, at the moment, it's all going his way. 8 seconds ahead of the Chunks. And it looks like the chunky Ribena has got into a rhythm now. He's just done his fastest lap against the Roo. 22.8 from the Roo last time around, with Chunky doing a 22.4. And if he can reel them off, a 22.5. Oh, and a 22.5 from Tommy Roo. So they've both got the speed of each other, ladies and gentlemen. This is down to skills. It's going to be a race of skills then. Thunder 2.5 seconds behind. He's slipping back even more. He's doing consistent 23s, but his tyre wear is higher. His Cull's higher? Not so much. It's Thunder is slinging. He's absolutely slinging Nissan, ladies and gentlemen, and it's hurting his tyres, as it is on Autosport. 4 seconds behind Thunder, though. 5 seconds ahead of Steel Horse, who now is 5 seconds ahead of Faceless Boy. Faceless Boy starting to haul it, getting faster sectors as he tries to close down on the Steel Horse. And MJ, he's playing the long game, ladies and gentlemen. I want to watch later in the race. He'll come into play. Mark my words. So Cull leads by nearly 10 seconds now. The Chunk is starting to pull away from the Roo. Do you think it's the tyres? It's starting to... Well, Roo did his fastest lap last time around. Tommy then coming across the line with a 22.5. Very nice, very consistent. Chunk, though, is doing 22.2s, and that is why he's pulling away. And Thunder slipping even further back. But what a predicament. I've been in that position where you're seeing the people ahead of you slowly move further away, and you know if you start pushing, if you try and push your car, you're going to have a spin. Steel Horse into the pits. That is interesting. Damage, ladies and gentlemen, on the Steel Horse, and MJ is going to be loving that. It's just for company, and misery loves company, doesn't it? So Steel Horse, he's only went in and fixed it. He didn't do a pit stop like MJ did. He's just he's been in, fixed, and he's put a plaster on it and got straight back out. No messing. The Cull, 10.7 second lead on Chunky. Chunky, though, looks like Tommy Roo coming in for another attack. He's had a rest for a couple of laps, cooled his boots, and now he is pushing on to give Chunky a little bit of pressure. And Chunky, though, more than man enough to deal with whatever Tommy Rue has to hand out. 22.9 though from Chunky, and a 22.6 from Rue. This is how close the racing is. We're having to watch the lap times each lap. They are slicing and dicing, with Thunder now 4 seconds adrift from that podium battle ahead of him, and he's going to be questioning whether or not, well, there's going to be some earlier pit stops. We're at 13 minutes, so we're coming up to halfway. So yes, some of these medium runners might be fancying a pit stop, unless they can get those mediums to go, I don't know, 20 minutes into the race. Then they could just go for softs. The Faceless Boy back. Is he back ahead of Steel Horse? He did slip behind Steel Horse, didn't he? But Steel Horse picked up a bit of damage, went into the pits, fixed it quickly, came back out. Have I missed some chat? I probably have, because I'm busy. Oh, that's it. JC saying, as it stands, Cull is 36 points off Deviant. Don't they need 44 or something to be truly ahead? So it's still mathematically possible going into the last series, the last round, I think. I saw something in the chat saying they needed something like 44 points. So yeah, if it ends like this, he's virtually the champion, but not quite. And Faceless Boy is leading GT2 by 45 points, so that would make him El Championo. But who else? Who am I missing? Oh, MJ. Steel Horse hasn't been put in anything yet. But it is only MJ and Faceless Boy running in the Group 2s, I think, in this race. So at the moment, Faceless Boy in the lead of his category, and MJ is in second. So MJ, it's not all bad. You're in second place, bud. The Cull leading by 11 seconds. It's easy for him, ladies and gentlemen. And JC saying still have race 2 from today, so it will probably be done tonight. Oh yes, of course, yeah. It's only from one race you're doing the points from. But of course. Oh, you are so much cleverer than me, JC. So the Cull then, pushing that Nissan. Chunky, 2 seconds now. Tommy Rue struggling with tyres is what I guess, although Chunky's boost of speed is helping his cause. Car 23, I'm getting used to the numbers now, so I can shout numbers. Tommy Rue doesn't have a number that I can see. Someone give that man a number. He'll have a number. They've all got numbers. I just can't see it. So the Thunder. And why the sudden obsession with numbers? Because I saw a video about NASCAR. MJ sent me, 81. 81, car 81 now, chasing down. No number car. Yeah, he sent me in some Daytona 500 and then the comment, well, the bloke shouting about it. I don't think he's an official commentator. I think he was some dude sat in his living room, like me. Was just shouting numbers, and apparently numbers are significant in NASCAR. So Autosport, 5.3 seconds from the Thunder. These two, though, are very close to needing a pit stop. Very close, which means they're only limited to the hard tyre, because no one is crazy enough to go for the softs. Although that pit, the way that Steel Horse just whipped in and got his damage fixed and whipped out, it's a very short pit lane. Maybe it's worth doing 2 stints of 6 laps on soft tyres. No? Is that ridiculous? Is that a ridiculous thought? Cool, can practice it. Cool. Go on the softs and do 2 stints. See if it's a winning formula. Chunky then goes across in second spot. 1.5 seconds from the Roo. So the Roo did fall back somewhat, but is trying to claw his way back into Chunky's boot. Thunder, meanwhile, fighting tyre wear like it's a real issue. And Autosport there going faster than he's gone before. I was going to say he's struggling with tyre wear, but he's just slapped it into the 22.7s. And that is going to make Thunder very nervous. And TSR Vane from the Tyre Shredders Racing Group saying, evening fella. Why hello my friend. Yes, tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. I've got Racing Radicals replay to do, and then the tyre shredders. Round 3, 4, 3, I think. Round 3. I know. I had a night off yesterday. I did think about doing it, but I thought, no, I just need to chill. So Chunky getting another penalty. What does that mean for the Roo? Closing in, but not enough to get by. And Chunky holds his own up against the Rooster. But the Rooster is coming in hot and fast, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's Chunky pulling over to the left. To cut the toe. And nearly cutting off the Roo's nose. And now we've got some racing just before the pit stops. And Thunder in 4th, Autosport in 5th. The Faceless Boy leading a GT2 category ahead of Steel Horse, who's 41 seconds and a 3-second. Oh, he's just pitted. But he's picked up a 3-second penalty for crossing the pit line, ladies and gentlemen. And we can all agree that is somewhat a ridiculous penalty. It could be a second. 1 second is probably enough, but they really don't like you doing it. And MJ's going to love it. He's on board with the 3-second penalty. Vane saying, I just came to chill, tired of testing the Evos for R&R. Good on you, man. You're more than welcome. And there you go. Steel Horse paying a 3-second penalty, and MJ then getting that position. I tell you, those hard tyres with 11 minutes to go, they're starting to get ripped up a little bit. The Cull carrying on with the mediums. They're going to try and get these mediums to about over 20 minutes into the race and then go to the softs. But Chunky's starting to run out of grip, and the Roo is there for it, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Roo starting. No, they're both going into the bits. That's it, they said. They've called time on those tyres. Now Thunder, he's a gambling man. He's going to carry on. OSX taking the gamble. Now, usually when this happens, ladies and gentlemen, we see them facing the next in the next turn or two. We'll see OSX facing the wrong way. Mark my words. That's not a curse. That's just someone who should have pitted, who thought they could just go one more lap. It's like trying to get that last Pringles. Give up on it. Your hand doesn't fit. You're not getting down there. So the Cull staying on programme, ladies and gentlemen. Great racing. Thunder stays out, and so far he's making me a liar. He's making me a wrong un. I said he'll be facing the wrong way by the end of this lap, and he is not. Chunky back out in 3rd. Oh my word, there's racing. Sorry, I apologise. There's racing to be had here. Chunky and the Roo coming out of the pits right at Autosport. I thought Autosport was way ahead of them, but no, the Chunky out just ahead of the Roo, and Autosport, they've just left him behind with his old haggard tyres, ladies and gentlemen. And the racing is strong. They've gone softs. Those softs are not going to last. Mark my words, they are not going to last the 10 minutes, so they're going to try and make their position now whilst they can. And the Roo goes for the move, but it's not tight. He's not close enough. He has to back out of it, and Chunky is fighting for his life, ladies and gentlemen. The Roo is throwing everything and everything he can. Oh God, I didn't mean to do that. There's no reason for it. I wasn't looking for a replay. Go away. Thank you. What am I looking for? In car, that's what I'm looking for, sorry. Yes. Thunder and Autosport both make their pit stops. Autosport goes to the soft tyre, and I assume Thunder has as well. And it's Chunky. Cull still not making his pit stop yet. I think Faceless Boy may have not made his pit stop yet, and Steel Horse has, as MJ. MJ, I'm sure he got past Steel Horse. He's ended up back behind him again. We'll have a look into that. But yeah. Vane saying can't wait for you to comment on my new livery on my Viper, though. Haha. Think round 5 onwards maybe. Tommy is pushing. Think he could have OSX in the next lap or two. I'm looking forward to seeing your Viper, Vane. It's one of my favourite cars all time. Oh gosh. So Tommy Roo pushing on now, and he's up alongside the Ribena and that's it. He's got his nose, but Chunky's got the inside line. And again, as we've seen many times this season, that was nothing though. That was just rubbing his racing, ladies and gentlemen, and that was barely a rub. If you'd paid for that, you'd be disappointed. Trust me, that's not a happy ending, Rob. And now we're playing silly games as the Roo tries to use the power of the Lexus, and he makes his way through, and there's nothing Chunky can do. It's just supreme horsepower. And Roo then up and into second with the Chunk. Is he going to play the long game? Is he going to ease off his tyres? Is he just going to follow the Roo around and try and make a move by the end of the race? We've got 7 minutes left of this first race. Then we've got Thunder 7 seconds behind him, 7 seconds ahead of Autosport, who's 14 seconds ahead of Faces Boy, who's just made his stop. That's crucial. His tyres, oh well, these tyres are pretty fresh. No, I don't think he's going to make any space up. He's got camber on the side of his car. That's what I use for my thumbnails. Steel Horse in 7th ahead of the MJ. Oh, he did a 29 last time out. Yes, MJ was he was ahead of Steel Horse, but he slipped behind. And now the Cull makes his stop, ladies and gentlemen, taking the medium tyres into 23.5 minutes into the race. And Tommy Roo, where he's not close enough. He was never going to be close enough, was he? In all fairness. But Tommy Roo building up a healthy lead from Chunky Ribena, 1.7 seconds as he pulls away. And as it happens, the rain has not happened. The threat of the weather has not appeared. A nice clean race under cloudy skies, I grant thee, but no deluge. So Tommy Roo in second place, going faster than he's gone before. And Chunky's not holding anything back, is he, ladies and gentlemen? But that is a PIG, remember, that he's driving. Thunder in 4th, crucially ahead of Autosport. The Faces Boy leading the GT2 category at the moment. And Steel Horse just being lapped by the Cull. As MJ is still in this race, but I think those hard tyres versus the soft tyres has made it rather impossible for him to go on the attack of Steel Horse. So the Cull then crosses the line in the lead, 5 minutes on the clock, with 13 seconds in hand as Tommy Roo brings it around, and now he's been released from behind the Audi. The shackles of the Audi have been thrown to one side. He can open up that Lexus and really show us what she can do. And my word, it's impressive. 21-2 last time around from the Roo, as Chunky Ribena just fighting. It's 22-1 from him as well. So these two are still racing, and they are still racing hard, ladies and gentlemen, into the last 5 minutes of the race. Thunder in 4th, still within a shout. He's getting 21.7s out of his softs. If only he was closer. If only he was closer to the guys ahead, then he'd be faster than them. Autosport in 5th, 6.8 seconds adrift of the Thunder, and going faster than he's gone before. These guys are in the 21s as well. Oh no, Chunky's picking up a penalty, and can OSX do something? Can he get a podium in the next 4 minutes? Is it plausible and possible as Chunky fights the PIG? Tommy Roo, lovely, happy days, clear skies, ladies and gentlemen, clear skies for the Roo, as Cull takes fastest lap of the race at 20.1 and makes a mockery of everyone else's efforts. Faceless Boy then in 6th place, 22.6. Steel Horse 23.3 last time around, 4.7 seconds ahead of the MJ, who he can get 24s on the hard tyres, but at the moment he's just in the 25s because I think the hard tyres are past their prime. And Steel Horse then just needs to get his head down and try and escape the clutches of the PIG. Cull leads from Tommy Roo. Tommy Roo 2.8 seconds ahead of the Chunks now. And Thunder, he's pulled half a second in on Chunky Ribena, but with 3 minutes to go, he has run out of time. Autosport dropping a bit of time in his lap there, and if he was thinking of a last ditch attack on the Thunder, he's just blown that away on that lap there. And Faceless Boy looking like he's going to take the win, with MJ a little bit further down the road than himself. But with full damage on, ladies and gentlemen, nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. Cole then coming towards the line. Still a good couple of laps in this race yet. With the Roo, he still has to drive rather swiftly and make no mistakes, because Chunky Ribena isn't that far behind him. And again, Thunder slipping back now. The tyres are starting to chew up a little bit on Thunder's car, and that might be it for him. And Autosport, better tyres, but he's just not getting the lap times he needs to go on the attack of 4th place. Chunky picking up another penalty. The man is driving on the very edge, ladies and gentlemen. Vane in the chat saying Carlsberg, and so are lurking too. Hi guys. Sai, yeah, Sai jumped into the lobby. What a name Chunky Ribena is. He's cool. He's got a YouTube channel. He's quite good. He's got quite a big following. He's pretty cool. He's Chunks. So Cole then leading 120.1. The fastest anyone's gone so far around here. Tommy Roo holding on to that second, but the tyres are slipping away from him. And Chunky as well, with tolerating some tyre wear and getting a penalty. Does that help Thunder? I don't think it does. Thunder is on the same straight as him with 1 minute to go. They've still got another lap after this one then. And Chunky cannot make a single mistake, what with Thunder hauling Nissan behind him. Autosport slipping back in 5th, but he's safe from the Faceless Boy, who is safe from Steel Horse, and Steel Horse is moving away from MJ like he has COVID or something. So the Cole, it's easy win for the Cole, this one. Absolutely slam dunked the Nissan around here. Tommy Roo, a Chunky again with a penalty. He does not learn, ladies and gentlemen. There is no learning for the Ribena. He's decided that's his race line. Maybe he's worked out. Maybe he's he's worked out that the juice is worth the squeeze. It's worth the penalty. Maybe he gets better time out of cutting whatever corner it is he's cutting. And well, it's not even half a second penalty, is it? It works out like 1.5 seconds. He's only 5 seconds ahead of the Thunder, but we are on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. Chunky pays the penalty as he's trying to put a lap on MJ. The two PIGs on track together, ladies and gentlemen. How beautiful is that? That might be a thumbnail. Oh, Cole's finished. Sorry. Cole, sorry, man. I was too busy watching the two DTMs. Tommy Roo then bringing it around down the straight to grab 2nd place. Steel Horse crosses the line in 7th. The Chunk, well, it's MJ first in 8th place, ahead of Chunky coming home in 3rd. Thunder 3 seconds adrift of Chunky in the end, gets 4th. Autosport bringing his Lexus home for 5th. Great drive from the Sport. And the Faces Boy takes the win in the GT2 category, but there are only 2 of them driving in it, so he had a 50-50 chance of that win, ladies and gents. So the Faces Boy then takes 6th place. Beautiful stuff, beautiful racing, beautiful from the Group 2s. They are very tricky to drive, ladies and gents. And another victory for the Cole. And this puts him in a very strong position now, ladies and gentlemen, to take the whole shebang in this next race. 60 minutes of that action, ladies and gents. And there is a threat of the weather gods being angry. So Cole takes that win ahead of Tommy Roo. Chunky Ribena in 3rd place with Thunder in 4th. Autosport brings it home in 5th place. The Faceless Boy in 6th with Steel Horse 7th. And MJ finishing in 8th place. So it'll be a reverse grid of that one. of them results in the next race. And then we'll see. I think they're just having a little preparation of the settings. So Vane saying what name? Oh, Vane saying class. JC saying Discord DM thingy. Oh, okay. And JC saying thingy, check Discord DMS. Okay, I've only just seen it, man. I'm busy here. Oh, here we go, JC. Oh, Faceless, well done. You are GT2 champion. He's only been racing like a few races as well. Vane saying, knock, knock. Who's there? Cargo. Cargo who? Cargo Vroom. Very good. I like it. And the Ribena saying, have to push too much. Yes, that. The PIG is looking more PIG than usual, Chunky. It has to be said. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. It looks a little damp out there, ladies and gentlemen. She's moist. So, I don't know how long a break we're having before that 60-minute race that's upcoming, but I am going to have a tea break. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll still be here. Oh, it's going to be horrible, though. You might hear me cough. The first drag really is a kicker. Right, let's see if we can do this without grossing too many people out. I'll mute Mike. So, Tommy Roo, having a practice with some intermediate tyres, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at how that track looks with a little dampness on it. Tommy Roo, looks like the Lexus pre-planted. I mean, the rain isn't too bad at the moment. Wow, Adnap asking if everyone's ready. Someone tell the cull he's on softs. Do you think he's going to try? Hang on, hang on. Can I do it? I don't think it'll work. Let's see. I should have put a question mark at the end of it, shouldn't I? I realise that now. Maybe he wants to. Maybe he's nutty and fancies that. Let's have a look. He's on track. Yeah, racing softs. He's fancying it. Why the hell not? Hey, there's not that much rain on. Barely a puddle on the track, ladies and gentlemen. The cull can drive. Oh, here we go. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, all lined up, ready. We've got intermediates for MJ, we've got intermediates for the Faces Boy, we've got intermediates for Autosport, well, they're all on inters, except for the cull who's gone for softs, because he's soft in the head, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see how that works out. 7, we've lost someone. Someone did not fancy it in the rain, or they just weren't ready. But here we go, 7 go mad around Dragon's Trail Gardens in the rain. And it's MJ at the moment that is hauling Audi. Maybe the rain is a good leveler there for the Audi. It might have something here, you know. And Chunky trying to make his way through the field as the Faces Boy moves up and into second place. Autosport tussling there for position ahead of Chunky Ribena. Chunky Ribena has the cull on soft tyres, coming in hot and heavy. The Roo in 6th place. He's got it. He's out of control, ladies. No, he's got it back in control again now as Thunder takes it easy these early laps. 60 minutes of racing, ladies and gents. He knows it can all be thrown away on the first lap, but you can't win it on the first lap. So MJ at the moment finding the line around here at Dragon's Trail, with the Faces Boy in second. The cull is up already on those soft tyres, ladies and gents, up into third. Is he trying to make a mockery of the physics of the wet weather? Yeah, but if it goes over that line, he's stuffed. At the moment, yeah, he can get away with the softs just about, but it's going to be tricky. I'm waiting. He's doing okay, you know. That's pretty stunning stuff. I'm impressed. He's not even got his traction control on. He's got the touch, ladies and gentlemen. So the cull slinging the Nissan round on a set of soft tyres. Crazy. MJ at the moment still leads, doing well, but the Cull, you don't get into the fight with the Cull, man. He's gone wacko doodles. There he goes for the move. Unbelievable stuff. Cull saw MJ get his line a little wonky into the chicane and just absolutely killed it up the hill and underneath him. And now Cull leads this race from the back by lap 2. 60 minutes, and we're only 2 minutes through. Oh, I thought he was facing the wrong way. Keep expecting to see him the wrong way. The Faces Boy at the moment in third. Chunky. Oh, we've got a battle down here, ladies and gentlemen. The Roo trying to make his way through past the other Lexus of Autosport, and Thunder is not playing anymore. He's not pussyfooting around in the background. He's decided to insert some dominance. He wants to show who is alpha in this pack, ladies and gentlemen. And OSX flaming from the rear of the Nissan, looking for positions. Chunky and the Roo picking up where they left off in race 1, with the Chunks ahead of the Rooster, and the Rooster closing in fast. And the Steel Horse, it's the Steel Horse that missed out. Oh, it's a shame. Chunks is coming in, what for? Dry tyres? Has he seen how the Cull is doing and thinks, do you know what? And so has Autosport. Maybe they're thinking the Inter's not the right choice. It is getting drier. It is getting drier, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure it's going to get wetter before it gets drier. But look, they are hurting their intermediate tyres. And mediums for the Chunks. Mediums for the Chunks and mediums for Autosport. Softs on the Cull because, yeah, the softs don't last very long. So now, is that going to start whoa, it's great, it's great. They don't know, do they? They've got a map at their disposal as the Roo goes for a move on the Faces Boy. But it's not on at the moment. MJ leading his class in second place, with the Faces Boy in second of class in third. Tommy Roo fighting for points there. Him and Chunks, there's not many points between them in the table. So the Roo will be looking to, well, no, I think Chunky's behind the Roo, so he wants to be getting points on the Roo at this point. Autosport onto those medium tyres. Everything looks okay for the medium runners at the moment. They're holding on to the track quite neatly. The Cull then, starting on the softs. We thought he was mad, but look at the lead he has built up already. And now the Faces Boy and Tommy Roo hard battling on those Inters, and they are staying with the Inters. They are staying with the Inters, and to what end though, ladies and gentlemen? The Roo looks like he's got the Faces Boy's position now, goes up the inside of the Honda and makes up a position. Beautiful stuff. I am talking. I couldn't hear my iPad. I'm half hanging out a doorway here, trying to have a gentleman's smoke, if you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to have a relaxing moment to oneself. Can't turn it up, but I can hear myself droning on, so it's all right. So the battle is here, midfield, with MJ. Oh, Tommy Roo's gone very wide there, and Faceless Boy is coming back into the action. But they're wearing their Inters out because it's not really that wet. It's wet, but not really wet. So Thunder still on his Inters, and now we'll see the lap times. 23.9 from Chunky, but I still think that was an outlap. 25.0 from Autosport. Thunder doing 26s. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. These boys have got to go in, but they just don't want to for some reason. It goes against their setting, their strategy, I guess. But MJ leading the intermediate battle here. Oh, Adnan says, I don't understand the weather in this game. Yeah, unfortunately, the speed you run the races at, it goes quicker. If you run it slower speed time, laps, then the weather hangs around. But when it runs quick, I think I was with another group, they sussed that out. So that's it. I think that was the rain, ladies and gents, unless it comes back again. But MJ stayed out on his intermediates ahead of the Faceless Boy. Chunky Ribena is closing in. It's a no-brainer. They really should have gone in. He's going to be past them by this first lap. Autosport in fifth place. Now Tommy Roo's back out on a lovely set of medium tyres, as is the Thunder. Cull leads on soft tyres, with MJ killing his intermediates. And so is the Faceless Boy. Chunky Ribena already with a pit stop under his belt and closing in on the intermediate runners, because the track is bone dry, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of contact, but nothing serious. Chunky Ribena still not sealing the deal at the moment, and there you go. He got to first base, ladies and gents. Now he's going to be hunting down the MJ that's only a second ahead. Is the MJ going to come into the pits? He's got to, surely. His tyres are dead. The track's virtually dry. There's no other question about it. And Chunky's not even waiting. Oh, don't get on his inside near the pits. Don't get his inside of the pits. Oh, Chunky didn't read that. I thought that. I thought, you don't go on his inside. He's definitely going to want to pit. So we nearly had a collision. I think there was a slight tap, but nothing serious. No damage. So we're all good. So MJ and the Faces boys staying out on those inters as long as they could, and now they've moved to the back. But it does mean their tyres will be fresher than the rest of the packs. The Faces boy, no fuel. MJ has picked up fuel, but he's also crossed the line that thou shalt not cross. The Gandalf line. And cool. Easy pickings today. Easy pickings on those tyres at the beginning. And hey, I thought he was mad. Only one dry compound needs to be used. Come from race control, ladies and gentlemen. So if they can make these mediums last for the next 52 minutes, they're golden. But I don't think they can. There is no chance of that. Autosport then in third spot. This is great for Autosport. This has worked out lovely for him. And he's only 1.6 seconds behind the PIG. So Chunky Ribena has to wrestle that Audi up against a Lexus that we know is rather swift. Man, he'll be sick of Lexuses. He had a Lexus all up and about him in the first race, and it looks like Autosport wants to make that happen again. But there's 1.8 seconds between them, and the Chunks just did a 22.5 with Autosport doing a 23.0. So the Chunk is getting out of Dodge, ladies and gentlemen. The Roo 21.9, and he is slinging Lexus, but he's slinging it too far. He's forgot that it's still a little bit damp out there, and he's picked up damage. That is terrible. With the fight he's got with Chunky in the championship table, that's the one that JC needs to keep an eye on, because now it's become a little bit interesting there. And well, the Thunder closing in on the Roo, but Autosport could have done with the Roo staying between him and Thunder. The Faces boy only 6 seconds behind the pack. Don't forget, these guys stayed out on the inters a lot longer than the other guys. They'll be getting tyre wear. It looks like Tommy Roo's going to have to make a tactical pit stop, possibly. Let's see what sort of times. I mean, they know better. They know better going around a lap if it feels slow or it looks like its handling's not as good. See, I think he's trying to overcompensate now. He doesn't want to make the pit stop, and he knows that the pit time, the lap times are going to be down. So he's trying to overcompensate and push that Lexus so he doesn't have to make a pit stop. But really, in reality, he probably should make the pit stop. It's quicker in the long run, and there you go. And he doesn't cut the line. Sorry, Rooster, but you know it's the right decision in the end. Come back stronger later in the race. What a stitch in time saves 9, as your grandma may have said many moons ago. So the Thunder moves up and into 4th place with Faceless Boy now in 5th. Tommy Roo in 6th. He gets out ahead of the M of J. But MJ is coming in hard around the outside, giving Roo a lesson. Oh, the Rooster's gone for soft tyres. He is angry, ladies and gentlemen. Was he on softs? He wasn't. He went onto the mediums, didn't he? So, yeah, the Roo means business. Let's not play around anymore, he says. The Cull leads dominantly. 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Doing a brave choice, going on the soft tyre at the very beginning of the race when the rest of the field all chose inters. He got intel on weather. He had a man in a field saying it's dry, it's a little flutter. It'll be gone. It'll be gone before you know it. And you know it was. Lap 3, I think it started drying up. Oh, I'm going to turn the lights on. It's getting dark, you know, if you're wondering. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So what's going on in? We're on lap 9. We're 12 minutes into this 60-minute race, and we've had a lot of drama and action already. The Cull, starting on the same tyre he's on right now, racing softs, ploughed through the field, took no time whatsoever. Definitely made the right choice of tyre in the very beginning. Chunky Ribena and Autosport cottoned onto that fact pretty soon and didn't hang around with their inters. They went in and put a set of medium tyres on. They were thinking longer game. And the Thunder, I think Thunder and MJ were the next two, or debate the Faces Boy, but Tommy Roo was one of the last. No, Tommy Roo had damage, didn't he? He had to come back in. He's put some softs on, and he's pulling away from MJ, who's on the mediums, and he's closing in on the Faceless Boy, who's 3.5 seconds ahead of him at the moment, doing 24.2s on his medium tyres. There's still little pockets of water out there. I see that meter keep popping up. It's mainly the curbs. They want to stay off the curbs, and under that bridge it seems to have stayed damp. So the Roo, he paid the penalty for using the curbs, forgetting they were damp. Cull flying at the moment, 30 seconds ahead of the Chunk, who's now 5 seconds ahead of Autosport, who's 6 seconds ahead of the Thunder. MJ goes back in. He's obviously fancies a set of softs, maybe. Oh, he's picked up a bit of damage. So the Faces Boy then is only 1.8 seconds ahead of the Roo. On board with Tommy Roo at the moment as he closes in on the Honda, ladies and gents. MJ's fixed whatever ailed him. He's back out on the track as Cull leads from Chunky Ribena and Autosport in third place. Have I missed any kind of chat here? I may have done. Oh, Chunky Ribena saying fetching my towels. That was before the race when he thought it was going to be damp. Then we had Adnap saying he doesn't understand the weather. Used. JC saying only one dry compound now needs to be used, and JC also saying if the race ends, no Chunky will be behind by 38 points. Oh, okay. So it's been a big, tall effort for the Chunks to try and close on to the Tommy Roo there in that championship table. Oh, I'm sitting car. That's why it's so weird. So yeah, Tommy Roo closing in on the Faceless Boy, going in for the kill. He's on them soft compounds, don't forget they're nicely heated up, and the Roo makes short shift work of that. No playing. Thunder's the next on his list, 10 seconds up the road. How quick can he close in on the Thunder? Faceless Boy trying to grab a toe while he's at it. MJ had to go back in the pits to fix some damage, and now he's got the leader upon him. Going a lap down quite early in the race, but it's down to consequences, problems out on track. And now the Faceless Boy trying to cling on to the Roo, but the Roo's on a mission. He's on a mission to try and catch up with Thunder. 9.5 seconds, so he's doing it. He's on them soft tyres, remember, but he's going to have to pit before these other guys. Chunky 7 seconds now ahead of Autosport. Autosport 5.5 seconds ahead of the Thunder. At 23.5 from Autosport last time around. Thunder at 23.5 also. Oh no, it was a 24.2, sorry, from Autosport. So yes, 22.9 from Thunder. Where am I getting the times from then? Jesus. So Thunder he's hauling. He is hauling his Nissan up to the back of Autosport's Lexus. The Faceless Boy in 5th, back ahead of the Roo, and the Roo's gone. The Roo has gone, oh my lord. That's going to help Chunky out a lot. And Chunky picks up a penalty, and is his wipers back on? The wipers are back on, and Cull's tyres are nearly done. What tyre will he put on if it's only just starting to rain? Is it going to be a heavy rain? No, his wipers are not on. It was just Chunky's. Maybe it's all good. Maybe it was just no, they've stopped. I don't know. There's not showing any wet on the track. They're not kicking up any water. Does seem to be they're going through a little flurry of rain at the moment, but not enough to worry him. Cull's back out. He's gone through another set of dry tyres, even though the wipers are going. But it's yeah. Autosport in third place at the moment, with the Thunder chasing him down, 4 seconds adrift. We are down to 6 cars now, 12.7. This really is a race of attrition. We're not even at 20 minutes yet, 40 minutes still to race. And MJ in 6th. With that damage, he's open. Someone picks up some damage in front. And the Cull leads very strongly, and it looks like whatever flurry of rain was has gone and passed. Chunky Ribena in second. Oh, he's going faster, but to mount an attack on the Cull is impossible, I would say. Cull is just absolutely slinging Nissan in this round. He wants to get it over and done with, so the pressure's off in the final rounds at Spa-Francorchamps in the Group 2 cars. That's going to be a delicious race. I wouldn't be surprised if it's an endurance one, their last one of the season. I think we've only had 2, so that'll be an hour-and-a-half race, I imagine. Autosport, he's sitting in third spot in the Lexus. That's not bad, and he's ahead of Thunder, but I don't think it's enough points. And really getting ahead of Thunder isn't just enough for Autosport. He needed to catch the person ahead of Thunder to get out of the relegation zone. He needs to jump 2 people. So not looking too good, but he's still turned up today. And he's still putting a shift in, ladies and gentlemen. Cool leads from Chunky Ribena, when Autosport in third. Thunder 23-4, sorry, from him last time around. Autosport 23-1, so somewhat behind. He's not closing in, is he? He was meant to be getting himself closer to Autosport there for a battle royale. And JC saying it's the final leg of the triple, so yes, 90-minute endurance at Spa next Friday. Let's hope it's a really horrible weather so we get a good turnout. So the Cull then leads the way, 14 seconds ahead of Chunky Ribena. They've both made a pit stop in this race, but the Chunk will need tyres before the checker flag comes out. Autosport 9 seconds adrift, and now Thunder is starting to close in at 23-2. Autosport 23-7, bit by bit. Thunder is bringing that Nissan to the Autosport. And then the Faceless Boy, 13 seconds adrift of those guys, but he did stay on those inters, I think. No, it was MJ, was it? And the wipers going again, a little tease from the weather gods, but nothing doing at the moment. And Chunky Ribena unhindered in this race. It's quite pleasant for him. We'll go on board. Just see how easy he's got it, ladies and gentlemen. Second place in the Audi, and it's looking gravy for him at the moment. We've got 3 different manufacturers in the top 3 rather than the usual 3 Nissans. So there is that. So the Cull leads with Chunky Ribena in second, ahead of Autosport. He's getting a 23-0 as he goes along over the line. And his tyres are starting to look a little... It's really dull, isn't it, out there? Really grey. Really grey here in Croatia. Oh, and this is where they usually get the penalty. Trying to miss that sausage. Trying to get the sausage, and there you go. Chunks, just go round it. It can't be worth it. So Chunky Ribena picking up another penalty from the chicane, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happens if you're a naughty boy. The Cull leads 17 seconds. Chunky Ribena with a penalty, but he's got 10 seconds on Autosport. Autosport's biggest issue now is the Nissan behind that is heading in his direction rather swiftly. So Autosport getting up the defences, prepping himself ready for a fight, and he wants to avoid the curbs as Thunder then chases him around 3 seconds behind. Looks like Thunder is getting a good set of laps in, and the Lexus at the moment, what's he going to do? He can't pit, he's got some tyres still left. So I imagine he's going to want to carry on. These guys did take their tyres ridiculously long in the sprint race. Not ridiculously long, but they took them quite a way into the sprint. So I imagine Autosport's going to stick with this tyre, but he is being caught by Thunder. And unless he can pick the pace up, a pit stop may be his only option, really. He's to try and get on a fresh set of tyres and go faster than Thunder in this stint. But it is... it's robbing Peter to pay Paul, because later in the race your tyres are going to be older. So Autosport with lots of things to think about at the moment as the Nissan draws ever closer, and he doesn't know what Thunder's tyre wear is, so he's thinking his Thunder's tyres still tidy. He's still getting good pace on the Nissan. Chunky Ribena at the moment, there's no sign of a pit stop from him. Tyres are still half there. And the Faceless Boy, his mediums are looking very tidy, staying ahead of MJ, who's now going into the pits. No damage, so he's unhappy with the tyres now. He's changing those as Cull moves along quite nicely. A 22.0 that last time around. Autosport 1.6. He's lost a couple of tenths on Thunder, but still maintaining that third place. Chunky Ribena leaving him in the background. Then we've got Thunder. Oh, I said Thunder. Faceless Boy. Can he get back into this fight? His tyres are very tidy next to Autosport and Thunder. One thinks that these two will have to pit before the Honda does. And is that going to play into the Faceless Boy's hands? MJ back out on a set of hard tyres. He's not happy with the tyre wear. He's wearing those tyres right out in this series. That PIG is a rough ride, ladies and gentlemen. A rough ride indeed. You have to be a certain constitution to be able to take the hit. It's probably akin to being pegged on the first date. Chunky Ribena, though, loves it. Not pegging, but driving the Audi. In the chat, JC says, if it's all ends now as it stands, Cull is GT1 champion. Easy does it. Easy does it. So with a round to go, the Cull has destroyed all. Chunky Ribena has been in the fight from the start, but the fight begins with his car, and he just couldn't get on top of that barrel to take it to the Nissans. I tell you, he has taken it to the Nissans in a couple of these races this season. He has given them something to think about. But over a whole race, it seems the Nissan comes out on top against the Audi. Autosport still in third, but it's down to 7 tenths betwixt the two of them, and tyre wear is real for Thunder. Autosport's not as bad, but OSX there he's got complaints from the tyres. He must be hearing the squeals as he goes around the corners. Fourth place here on board with the Thunder. It's so dark. It looks like the rain is going to drop at any point. And Thunder closing in that gap, but I think there's going to be a pit stop that's going to interrupt this battle before we get to it. Adnap saying the start of this race was RO6, RO5, by the way. I don't know how that doesn't mean rain. It's a bizarre thing. There's a yellow flag out. There's a yellow flag out for someone. I'll go backwards before I go forwards. It's MJ. It is MJ. He's damaged his car. He is having a nightmare at the moment with GT7. Go back to the old, take it back to strip it down, MJ. Get out the VR. The VR is so much fun, but just save it for, you know, offline races. Just race the AI in VR. Because you was very fast, and I think it's the VR that slowed you down. The Cull then leads the way ahead of the Chunks, 24-4. Then we have Autosport, 12 seconds adrift of Chunky, and Thunder is bringing the noise. It claps, ladies and gentlemen, like thunder. And Thunder then closing in on Autosport. MJ back out. He's going for the record of pit stops here at Dragon's Trail. As Autosport feels that pressure from Thunder, but his tyres are in such a better condition than Thunder. The Nissan must be struggling under grip. And there you go, you see the Lexus there pulling away somewhat from Thunder as he tries to grip the road. There has to be a pit stop due, if not for Autosport, but Thunder surely should be thinking about coming in. We're 28 minutes into the race, so not quite halfway, and Thunder is right there in his chuff. Autosport fighting with grip, and Thunder is closing in now. They're going around again, those crazy kooks, and they're gonna pay, and the Faces Boy is gonna pick it up, ladies and gents, as he comes to put a lap on MJ, and that's probably just absolutely devastated him. So the Cull flying at the moment, 26-second lead on the Chunks. The Chunks with another penalty. And he's just going for it, isn't he, ladies and gents? He's trying to find the boundaries. And Chunky, though, he'll be needing a pit stop pretty soon. Fuel, yeah, some of them are going to need fuel, Autosport and Thunder, because we're not quite halfway, but they're halfway through their tanks. Over halfway through their tanks. And I can't believe Thunder is sticking with Autosport with those tyres, ladies and gents. He doesn't want to pit until Autosport does, obviously. Back on board with Thunder. It's the closest battle we've got on the track at the moment. Cull has just left us for dead. And Chunky is somewhere in between Cull and these two. So Thunder at the moment making his approach. This is the dodgy bit. This will be where he's hurting with the tyres, but he does close in on Autosport quite nicely there. Down the straight. You can't really outbrake your guy because it's an ease into the corner thing, sort of a bit of a lift and a dab of the brakes. Oh, those tyres must be painful around there. Then up. And then through the chicane. Oof, hitting that sausage like you just don't care. Thunder 6/10 behind Chunky. The Faces Boy has made his pit stop, and that's interesting because his tyres are in a lot better condition than the guys that we're riding with, but he's got into the pits unless he's got a bit of damage or something. I don't, I'm sticking with this battle at the moment. Faces Boy was nearly a lap ahead of MJ, so I don't think that he's got a threat from MJ as he comes out the pits. 1 second now between Thunder and Autosport. And it's just seesawing at the moment, but unfortunately with that tyre wear, I just don't think Thunder can close in and mount an attack. We are at 31 minutes. These two still haven't pitted. Now they're coming in. And because of the wet weather, they can just put another set of mediums on if they want and run to the end, ladies and gents. Autosport, I mean, Thunder has to put more fuel in, I think, than Autosport. Autosport, quarter of a tank. No. So Autosport's got to put more fuel in. So you probably will see Thunder come out the pits before Autosport, I would guess, with that fuel. And Thunder's on the move, Autosport's on the move, and yes, Thunder with the lesser tank of fuel I mean, but having more fuel on board has come out ahead of Autosport. Autosport must be thinking he's been right mugged off. Chunky, he's still happy with his tyres. 25.8 though, the lap times are slipping. Cool 30-second lead at the moment. And I don't know, maybe Chunky is thinking some crazy thoughts about trying to get to the end of this race. But I just don't think he can on those tyres. Maybe he's backing off of the pace. You know, short shifting and trying to eke his fuel out and just pit for tyres. But I don't know, well, if you're going to pit for tyres, then you may as well grab some fuel. And he's really, I don't think he's racing Cole. Cole's on another plane. So that's Chunky then, 23.6, that's more like it. He's done a couple of dodgy laps, that was all I was thinking he might have been saving with a 24 and a 25. And his averages are around about low 24s, late 23s. I thought, oh, is he backed right off for fuel concerns? But he's got tyre concerns before fuel anyway. So Thunder ahead of Autosport, just manoeuvred it in the pits beautifully. Having a bit more fuel on board than Autosport. It gave him the edge in the pit stops, and I think he's got a bit more pace than the Lexus driver, so we'll probably see him now pull away. Can he mount an attack to the Chunks? I don't know. If the Chunks does a few 24s and 25s, mid 24s and 25s, then yes, he will. That's my verdict. The Faces boy then, 22 seconds adrift of Autosport. He needs Autosport to get into a lot of trouble to be able to close that up. And yeah, again, there's still the closest fight is Thunder and Autosport on track. And it looks like Thunder now more comfortable on the fresher tyres and managing to pull away. Going faster than he's gone in the race. Chunky has pitted. The Chunky of Ribena into the pits. But I think he should be far enough ahead of Thunder and Autosport to stay in that second place. The Faces boy in 5th. Wow, he sucks. How you doing, big hoops? You alright? And yeah, Chunky out on a fresh set of mediums, 3/4 of a tank of fuel. That'll be him for the rest of this race. 25 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. And Thunder and Autosport only 1 second betwixt them. Ooh, Autosport doing his fastest lap of the race, 22.3, 3/10 faster than the Thunder. Can Autosport mount an attack on OSX here, ladies and gents, and give us a grand finale? Not too far away. Just trying to get it down to under a second. Had a bit of a wobble on the curbs there, and that's helped Thunder a little bit. But the Lexus driving hard, trying to go all in, ladies and gentlemen, and go for the fight. Adnap in the chat saying, oh, bless him, I'm fuming, I wanted to create an exciting race. No, man, don't worry, it's been fine. It's just some races go, it's not boring. I mean, Thunder and Autosport, it's lively. Tommy Roo leaving was a bit of a bummer, because he was fighting Chunks. I thought he was going to go for through the field. It's just circumstances. The rain's just, you know, the rain has never really worked in GT7, let's face it. I know you guys want it so bad. You sim racers so would love it, but it never seems to work out. It's never been a great adage to the racing. And so the call, 52 seconds on Chunky Ribena. Chunky Ribena with his usual half a second penalty. The Thunder 1.5 seconds ahead of Autosport. Autosport 22.4. He is slinging Lexus, ladies and gents, and Thunder 22.4 also. Even Stevens betwixt these two drivers. It's crazy. Although Thunder getting through that part of the track a lot tidier than Autosport. It's seesawing the time betwixt them. But Thunder is pushing hard. He wants that podium. Get him out of the... Does it get him out of the relegation zone? Is he close to the route? Who's just above him? JC? No, it's all right. I can look, JC. Don't fret. I've got time. Let's have a look. Okay. Down to World Racing. Up to standings. Clicking on standings. I'll tell you who Thunder's fight. Oh, it's Chunky. So give up on that one. He was only 4 points behind the Chunks. Although, oh, has it been updated from race 1? Because Tommy's moved up into 2nd place now, but Tommy's gone. So Chunky, but Bob, Chunky could get ahead of Bob, I think, in this race. And maybe Thunder. Bob might get relegated. Can you believe Bob? No, surely not. Bob could be in the relegation zone by the end of this, if I'm looking at that right. That is shocking. The Cull, at the moment, leading the way, but he's getting through them tyres, so he'll be thinking of a pit stop pretty soon. And Chunky Ribena in 2nd place. It looks safe for him. He's 7 seconds ahead of Thunder, but Thunder now pulling away from the sports. Autosport 23-0 last time out. And Thunder in 3rd. Faces Boy 25 seconds adrift of them, but more importantly still leading the GT2 category of 2 people, him and MJ. So Thunder and Autosport slinging their cars with no abundance. They just don't care. It's a fight to the death here between the Nissan and the Lexus. They're both in the relegation zone to go down to the GT2 category for the new series, Formula X. Looking forward to that, ladies and gentlemen. Red Bull Juniors being driven, a single series for the World Racing community. If you like your Red Bulls, your single-seater racing, a simulated Formula 1 style race, then get yourselves into the World Racing community's Discord somehow. There must be a magic way. I found them, and I'm useless. So, oh, Thunder! What was he doing? He was in another planet. He hit the bloody barrier, and there was no reason for it. It was in a straight line, for heaven's sakes. And Autosport then has just been given 3rd place, ladies and gents, I think, because Thunder's picked up a bit of damage there on the left-hand side of the front of his car, and Autosport closing in 1.7 seconds adrift, and Thunder has done it to himself, ladies and gents. Oh my G's. Chunky Ribena happily in 2nd place, just disappearing, letting these 2 duke it out. And what will Thunder do? Is he just going to drive with the damage, or is he going to pit? And if he's going to pit, will that bring Faceless Boy into the mix? And Autosport will be loving this on the points side of things with the way that the relegation is. And he could go into Formula X as Bob being in GT2 and Autosport being in the GT1 category. So Thunder at the moment carrying that damage. But it's only going to get worse, isn't it, ladies and gents? Only going to get worse. And Autosport now only half a second behind him. He's going to make short work of this. Thunder, he's damned if he doesn't. He does come into the pits. He's decided the pits is what he needs, and hopefully fight this fight later down the road. Soft tyres aren't going to be any good with 19 minutes to go. He can only go mediums, really, and Autosport still fresh mediums for him from his earlier pit stop, and he's up and into 3rd. This is great stuff. This is fantastic. And Thunder Man alive, you were going in a straight line. I'd stick up for you. Oh, he didn't even fix it. He just drove through the pits, ladies and gents. What did you do? What did you do, you loon? You haven't fixed anything. Gosh, the wheels have fallen off. Thunder is doing an impression of Ferrari right now. And Autosport, don't push, man. Don't push. It's in the bag. The Faceless Boy, 18 seconds behind Thunder, but Thunder still carrying damage. As I think MJ and Faceless Boy are having a race. They're just a lap apart. MJ then. Whoa! Nearly took Faceless Boy out of contention. And but saved his car and saved Faceless Boy, who's chasing after the Thunder. He must see things have gone weird up ahead of him. He was chasing Autosport. Oh, those curbs are killers, ladies and gents. And the Faceless Boy was chasing Thunder, but was chasing Autosport and is now chasing Thunder. And Thunder back in to fix it. This has got to be Faceless Boy coming into the challenge, ladies and gents. It is a short pit stop. He's in. He's fixed the suspension. Not the damper, and now he's fixed the front damper. And the Faceless Boy is coming down the straight, but still some way behind. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Thunder maybe not in contention for a podium anymore, but that fourth place is pretty safe. He didn't change his tyres though. I would have been tempted maybe go softs. Cull took him quite a long time, but you guys have been ripping them tyres. Cull, we forgot he was in this race, didn't we? 16 minutes to go, and his medium tyres are pretty much used up. He might have to make another pit stop. He has the time. I think, my theory is, he's going to try and wait until about 10 minutes from the end of the race, make a stop for soft tyres, and then with a lower fuel tank, go for an absolute... I think he's going to go for a 119, ladies and gents. A late 119. I think that's what he's going to aim for. I mean, he's 8 tenths off in this race, but he set that at the early part of the race when his tank was full. So I reckon, yeah, closer to the end of the race when the softs will work all the way to the flag, I think he's going to put some softs on and he's going to try and get a 119.9. Chunky Ribena, meanwhile, he's just driving to the flag now unhindered. Thunder, Autosport, 22 seconds ahead of Thunder. Thunder having to pit twice to fix a little bit of damage. And the Faceless Boy, 9 seconds behind him, but more importantly, leading his class, ladies and gents. So the Faceless Boy, the Polish driver, in 5th place, doing great. And MJ just having an absolute nightmare. So the Colt leads, Chunky Ribena. You'll have fun next season, MJ, in the little Red Bull Juniors. They'll be fun. I hope. For you, I mean. They should, the downforce, you should be able to just swing through them corners. So Colt then leads 53 seconds from the chunks. We think Colt's going to make a pit stop. Wow, he nearly dropped it, ladies and gents. He nearly dropped it, I'm sure. I saw sparks from the barrier, so I'm sure he made contact, but not enough to damage his car. Is that enough to make him nervous enough to come in? It does. Little early, a little bit early for soft tyres. We'll have to see. The chunk is miles away from the pit stop. It's going to be a slam dunk for the Cole just to get some softs on. Don't even think he's going to need fuel. He's just, oh no, it's softs. Oh, I am like Nostradamus, the predictor of things to come. So the Cole then out in the lead still, 52 seconds on a set of soft tyres. Let's see if he gets that 119.9, ladies and gents. It's probably going to be a 19.7 just to prove me wrong. Chunky Ribena. Oh, it's getting really cloudy out there. I don't know if that means we've got more rain to come, but yeah, foggy as hell. Misty. It's that weather ad nap. It is working. Look, it's misty as hell now. We've been through all of it. I had Nap saying, it seems like Thor went to the wrong coordination. Yeah, I did hear, actually, in Croatia, just over about 3 miles away from the track, absolute deluge. They had to evacuate a small village. Mac Daddy in the chat saying, Austin, Texas. Yeehaw! Good on you, lad. Good on you. Thingamajig taking the scenic drive. Where? Did you go off? I missed something. So the call leads 39 seconds. Chunky Ribena picking up his usual half a second penalty. I bet that's through the chicane. He likes to push his luck. Autosport 16 Thunder is slinging his Nissan, and I just don't think there's enough time on the cards here to get to the end. Oh, and that says 70 miles on the radar. There is purple on the track, clear as a day. Yeah, that's the way it goes. That's why weather, it's unpredictable. I just think polyphony digital, polybaloney digital is just just taking the mick. They're just trolling us all with the weather. And if you say weather doesn't work, say it's unpredictable, isn't it? A little bit like the real thing. So Autosport, he said he was the one who said he took a scenic route. So what was his lap time? No, I just think he's having a chilled drive, isn't he? That's what it means. He's just having a little cruise around, showing off that he can go in the chat. He's getting a podium. He's trolling Thunder. Poor Thunder. It was so weird. It was down a straight line, wasn't it? It was just, I don't know what he was thinking. If he just thought, I want to see how close to that barrier I can get. But he got too close, and then he made 2 pit stops to fix one thing. Faces Boy 14 seconds behind, no chance of catching him now. I think this race is about done, in all fairness. The Cull, he's going for that lap, 20.4, we said 19.9, and we'll accept nothing less, Mr. Cull. So we'll watch the Cull try and absolutely slam that fastest lap. He's got a car coming up ahead of him. Might get a tow from it. Ooh, dearie me. It's an interesting racing line there from the Cull. He's up, but only 1.5 tenths. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Cull. We want a 19.9, and we're not leaving until we get one. So the Cull under pressure here to produce a lap, an impossible lap time. God damn it, he's fast enough to do it, isn't he? Hey, isn't he just? No, not even faster than he's gone the last time, and those tyres getting older in every lap. Chunky Ribena, meanwhile, just sticking to the programme. Oh, someone's at the side of the road. Oh, it's our man MJ again. MJ. The Faces Boy makes a pit stop for some reason. No damage, just doesn't like those tyres. Thunder and... who's Thunder racing? Oh, no, it's Cole coming past Thunder, sorry. Yeah, Cole putting a lap on Thunder there. The 2 Nissans meeting on track. The Faces Boy gone for a set of softs, just fancies it. He didn't have anyone attacking him from behind. So why not? Why not have a fun last 10 minutes of the race? And Thunder, too busy chasing after Autosport. 14 seconds though, it's not going to happen, is it? Maybe he should go in and get some softs and just have a bit of fun. Chunky Ribena as well, he's got a gap. He could do it. They could all do it. And try and get a fastest lap. 20.4, and I think, I don't know, he's still pushing, isn't he, ladies and gents? He really does want to get it into the 19s. You can tell it's itching him. And he's not going to sleep tonight unless he gets it. So the Cole pushing it on 800ths is still not good enough. Cole, try again. But he really is slinging this, and ladies and gentlemen, it is a treasure to behold. An absolute seventh wonder of the world, watching the Cole push a Nissan up a hill. It is fantastic. He likes to go out there, doesn't he? It's interesting. I'll have to try that. He's lost 3/10 this time. MJ is in to fix what ails him. It's at the front end. Chunky is going in for a set of softs. He thought, I've got the gap. I've got the gap to do it, so I may as well do it. Just don't cross that line, my friend. And he doesn't. So now the Chunky, he's gone for a set of softs at the end of the race here. There's only 7.5 minutes left. And then we're at Spa next round. Hopefully Adnap will be fighting fit, back less bruised. He hasn't got many things left to have bruised now. His hand, his foot. He'll probably bruise his head next. Banging it against a brick wall because of the weather situation in GT7. So Autosport then. 9 seconds, but the Chunk now onto a set of soft tyres, and he's going to show us what he can do in the PIG. And the Cole, he's championship winner? Didn't you say in one of them chats that it's, oh no, it's Faceless Boys champion of the Group 2s. And Thunder and Autosport, I'm sure they're looking like they might push Bob into the relegation zone. Bob's going to have to come back next week and win, just to avoid carrying a orange sticker. I think it's orange. I think the GT1 green sticker. And it's pink for GT1. Autosport in third. The tyres, okay, they're okay. They're going to get to the end, aren't they? There's no issue with that. And Thunder in fourth. Oh, the race went wrong for him, didn't it? That was definitely a podium on the cards. And he'll be kicking himself at the end of this race. The Faces Boy in the Honda. I just don't think the Honda, I don't think this was the track for the Honda. It didn't seem to ever liven up here. So the Faces Boy, he's been pushing an elephant up a hill, and MJ, he's been driving a PIG, so I don't know what he expects from it. He's gone in and put softs on though, going for a bit of fun at the end. Everyone having a little fun as the race draws to its conclusion. 40 laps around Dragon's Trail Garden, ladies and gentlemen. It was spread out. It was spread out, but the races go like that sometimes. And you just got to make do with what you've got. And hopefully we made do with what we've got. And the Faces Boy, 27.7, 21.3 from Faces Boy that last time around. Showing the Honda had pace, but just the tyres. The tyres were just, the tyre wear at some of these tracks just too high for the soft tyre to be used. And 22.7s for Chunks, and the Cole just blowing them away, really. Thunder's gone in. He's obviously going for a set of softs. A bit late in the day now, but why not? Give it a go. Give it a go, Joe. See how it goes. I was just checking Discord, see if there's anything on the go, but it's not. So Thunder is going to a set of softs as well. So I think Autosport and Faces Boy, yeah, it's just Autosport, odd man out on his medium tyres, thinks he's better than everyone else. And maybe that's lull Autosport into a pit stop from Thunder, hoping he makes a mistake with the pit stop and Thunder can get a jump on him. But Thunder's onto the soft tyres now. So Autosport driving to the flag with only 4 minutes to go. Why risk it? Why take the chance on a pit stop? It's going to prove me wrong. Oh, that is why. That is why. Oh my MGO. Just random words. He goes along on his way. And no, Thunder is still quite a way away, but that does not help. He didn't damage the car, though. And, oh my word, I wonder what expletive he shouted out in that spin. That was a good spin, though, I've got to say. Lovely stuff. So, Autosport risking a lot there. He even put his indicator on in the spin. He must have been pressing all the buttons. Like Alonso said, I'm pressing all the buttons. So now the hazards are on. It's not just an indicator, the hazards, that must be him trying to turn it off. Flashing as well, he's pressing all the buttons, like I said, ladies and gents. He must be listening. He must have heard me say he's pressing all the buttons. Because then he started pressing all the buttons on purpose. So 15, 16 seconds, it's going to be okay. He's all right. Didn't damage the car, just damaged his talent, as Lando would say. And he's still in third, so the American is going well. We're nearly 58 minutes, got 2 minutes left of this race. The Cull has absolutely emaciated everyone. Started on the racing softs when everyone was on the inters, pulled about a 30-second lead in just that section. Everyone else realised they should be on the dries. They went and pitted, but the Cull just commanded the race. Chunky Ribena battling it out with his the Roo, but the Roo got damage, had to go into the pits. Then I'm assuming he had more damage and decided to quit out. And Autosport and Thunder were having a beautiful battle until Thunder hit a wall going in a straight line. Yes, preach, believe. That is what happened. So Autosport minutes away from a podium here, and Autosport is going to be pleased. I don't think he's had many of them this season. He grabbed a handful of them last season, so he's going to be pleased with this one. The results of this, I am sure. Cole is really rinsing his fuel tank, but I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Leave him alone. He knows what he's doing, or he knows what to do. So Cole on vapors at the moment. The clock is saying 45 seconds, which I feel like he's going to get to the line way before that and do another lap. So he must feel confident that that fuel, I'll tell you what, I'm not confident that fuel's going to get him there. He might have to come in for a splash and dash. He is. He's having to do a splash and dash on the final lap, ladies and gents. This is crazy. He hasn't crossed the line yet. Maybe this is the clever way. Maybe the timer will run out. No, I tell thee, it's clever. He's not going to have to do the other lap, is he? He is, because it hasn't run out yet. So, someone went past him, but it's Thunder, who's a lap down. So, he's unlapped himself from the Cull now. And the Cull didn't even bother changing his tyres. Crazy fool. He had all that time as well. MJ's finished the race, and I'm sure he'll be grateful of that, as Faces Boy does as well. My word, these guys have raced really hard, ladies and gents. It's been a tough one. This lengthier race, there might not have been a lot of racing in there, but it's been hard work. Hard work for these guys. Someone's off, don't know who. But Chunky then brings it home in second place. No, he's waiting. The flag's out. What's he waiting for? Autosport? He can't be. No, he wants to do some donuts. He's showing off that he's got 30 seconds and he's going across the line in a reversed manner. Lovely stuff. Autosport then. And Cull, where's the Cull? Autosport is the next to cross the line in third place. I don't know who's parked what where for a yellow flag. I honestly don't know. So Autosport gets that podium. Well done. And here comes Thunder for fourth, trying to go across the line. He did it a little neater than Chunky's, that one, has to be said. Who is off the road? The Faces Boy, MJ? I do not know what that yellow flag is for. It is crazy. There's no one off the road. And then Cull comes home on his outlap to take the win. Great stuff. God knows what that yellow flag was for. That's a proper glitch. there was no one off the road. So, again, a double win for Cole. And I pretty much think that's him winning the championship, ladies and gents. I don't think it can be denied, can it? He's got it. So Cole takes another win here as Chunky Ribena brings the PIG home in second place. Autosport finishes in a fine podium position. All that hard work during the season with the Lexus crew really paid off with a fine podium. Thunder missing out on a podium, and I don't like to repeat it or rub it in, but he hit a barrier in a straight line, ladies and gents. That's special. That's of the level of Stroll special. I'm sorry, Thunder, and I don't like to point fingers. That's special. The Faces Boy in fifth. Oh, no, I apologise, Thunder. I'm not. It's just, you know, it was funny. The Faces Boy in fifth, MJ sixth, and Tommy Roo did not see the flag. Who, mine or yours? Sorry. Thunder in the chat saying a controller is about to die today. Oh, it was his controller. That's what it was. Oh, have you got the old drift, have you? You got the old controller drift going on. Bless you. Oh, poor Thunder. That was a definite podium, wasn't it, Thunder, my friend? Goodness gracious me. So then, ladies and gentlemen, for those that stuck with it, I know that was an interesting 60 minutes, to say the least. Unfortunately, not as much racing as we'd like to see, and not as much rain. But blame Adnap. I'm sorry, Adnap. It wasn't his fault. It's unpredictable. That's what you get with the weather. Big race next week, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Spa, and I'm sure we will have big numbers for Spa. Who doesn't want to sling a Group 2 car around Spa-Francorchamps? It's like built for it. So next week, I'm sure, is going to be an exhilarating and exciting race. All the championships, I think, are pretty much concluded. So they're just having a good, fun race around the Spa for an hour and a half. So please check in with us next Friday to see how that goes. And then I think the following Saturday after that, the 31st of May, join us at the World Racing Community for a Daytona 500, 200 laps of the oval in the Nissan Silvia Group 4 car, engine swapped with some V8 thing, I think. So, be exciting. That is that then. That's your Friday evenings here with Thingamajigs Racing Channel. It has been an absolute pleasure having you with us. Thank you for all the guys that were that partook in the comments, and the guys that raced, and the guys that organised everything. Huge thank you to everyone. I appreciate you all. Have a great weekend. This weekend is going to be Tyre Shredders and the Virtual Racers Club's Radical Racing, I think. And then we'll reset Sunday for it to do it all again next week. Bless you all. Peace and love. Oh, Turu. Peace and love. Peace and love.